Hello Virgo, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to Need a Healing. So today we're going to be doing your monthly reading for the month of July 2026 for all Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And we just want to thank the gods and goddesses, angels and archangels for all their love, guidance, and their blessings, and to please give us clear, accurate, easy to understand answers today. All right, so we are going to start out with my tea leaves. I'm just going to pull 3 cards for you, see what Spirit has in store for you. And sorry, I am a couple days late, but you know, life happens, and I'm currently not getting paid for this. This is on my own time. All right, so we've got cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. So either you or somebody around you is just not happy with how their life is going right now. Feeling like, you know, like when a cup falls and everything just shatters. So maybe something recently happened to you or someone around you. Then we've got mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. They're like a mule. Mules aren't always stubborn. Sometimes, yeah, I mean, I guess they are kind of stubborn because I took a mule ride when I was in Spain, and yeah, that thing kind of went crazy, and it wasn't listening to anyone, and it wasn't stopping. So yeah, they are very stubborn. So it could be a friend or family member or a coworker. Then we've got throne, position of authority. You could be moving into a position of authority. So you could be moving up the ladder of success at your current job. You could get a promotion, or, you know, get hired as a manager, leadership position. All right. Let's see what the tea is saying for you for the month of July. We've got fake accounts. So it looks like somebody is making fake accounts to watch you. Fake social media accounts to spy, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Yeah. So someone is pretending to be another person or someone they're not, just so they can like maybe become friends with you and watch what you're doing. So just keep an eye out for that, or who you accept friend requests. I can't talk. Friend requests from. But this person ain't shit, right? They're pretending to be somebody they're not, but they're not who they say they are. All right, Spirit, what else? Oh, you got a couple more. Okay, yeah, they're looking you up, of course. They're watching you hard, looking you up, watching your platform. They want you back, or somebody wants you back. This could be a person or an old job, or yeah. But somebody is thinking about you hard. But this is what you need to do. You need to move in silence. Don't tell anybody what you're doing or what you're thinking about doing, right? You need to move in silence. It loses power when you tell other people what you're thinking about doing, right? And it could get to unwanted ears. So just be careful. Keep things to yourself. Go for it. Reach for the moon. Yeah, so whatever you're planning on doing, Spirit is saying you need to go for it. So if you've been adamant about doing something, or just been stalling or procrastinating or being lazy or had any kind of fear, Spirit is saying that now is your time and you need to go for it now. Right? Just do it. Feel the fear and do it anyway. What else, Spirit, for my Virgos? Thank you. Open up to your spiritual gifts. Spirit is saying you're very gifted, very talented. There's something that you do that you need to show the world or help humanity or mankind Wow, and look at, I was learning mudras today, and she's doing a mudra, with her thumb and index finger. That's all about, opening up your frontal cortex for knowledge and wisdom, right? Maybe you need to start looking into mudras, right? It says, remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. Wow. Maybe you need to learn mudras like me. Or maybe your third eye is opening up, right? And you're opening up to your spiritual gifts that you've had for lifetimes or generations, right? We've got the Chariot here and Unicorn. Yeah, so you're going to be taking some kind of action, charging ahead with confidence, stay strong and focused. So yeah, you are going to be not procrastinating. I can't talk. Not procrastinating anymore. Right? Maybe you've been tongue-tied or had fog brain. And especially now, because I believe Mercury's in retrograde, so that's all kinds of like miscommunication and stuff, right? But I do feel like you are going to be moving forward towards, what it is that you want to begin, projects that you want to start, or that job you want to apply for. Maybe even buying a new vehicle or, taking a trip, traveling. Then we've got unicorn, success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are all available to you if you just believe. Yeah, you're like a unicorn. You're very magical. Or people, when they think of Virgos, they think of them as unicorns. Very magical. Very unique. Right? Very magical. You can make things happen. And that's number 33 and 6. 33 is like connected to like our like cells or something. I don't know. It's something in our body. Man, I wish some of these things that I learned would stick. That's why I have to write everything down. All right. So we're going to start pulling your tarot. Oh, I love that balance. Yep, gotta have that balance in your life, right? All right, let's start out with the situation position, and then I'm going to put clarifiers for you as we go along. So you've got the King of Swords, and King of Swords is all about communication, right? It's air sign, so Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But they're very authoritative, very truthful, like I said, very honest, very smart, right? But when I look at this, they usually tell it like it is, right? They don't mince their words. But like when I look at this king here, he looks so super bored. So I don't know, have you been super bored lately, or like not knowing, what you want to do next, or where you want to go in your life, or what trip you want to take, or what adventure to take next? So you may have all these like thoughts running around in your mind, things that you want to do, but you're just like, you're not really, maybe in the past you weren't really taking action on it. You were kind of just accumulating thoughts, right? Intelligent, impartial, respected, stoic, receiving wise advice, remain objective and fair-minded, public speaking, communicate clearly, unemotional, relationships, or emotionally unavailable. Well, somebody could be emotionally unavailable, or, certain relationships could be unemotional, like not as much emotions as you want there to be. There really isn't, or something. I don't know. Okay, so you got the Knight of Pentacles with it. I do feel like maybe you have been waiting for some news or some information, and it is coming. It's just taking its time to get to you. Right? Because the pages of the Page of Pentacles is like it's slow moving energy, kind of like a turtle. It's just taking its time. But this is about financial opportunity, right? Or something beginning, something growing, something new, right? This is like the planning stages are beginning to take, fruit or whatever. But it's like it's taking its time. It's not happening. For you, maybe you feel like it's not happening fast enough. And you may be feeling like that right now, or, you'll be feeling like that the beginning of this month. Or like, man, am I ever going to get the news that I'm waiting for? Or is, are things going to start changing? Or, you know, when am I going to get this like job opportunity or, new car that I've been waiting for, or take this trip that I've been wanting to take? Or maybe you've been waiting for like finances to come in or a loan to come in. It's going to come in. The loan you applied for, or, the money that you've been waiting on, or that job, promotion, or, the right to vehicle, because maybe you've been looking for just the right item and you haven't been able to find it or whatever, but, you are going to find the perfect item, the perfect car, the perfect thing that you've been looking for. It's coming. Okay. In the root of the situation, you've got the Queen of Pentacles here. Now, with the Queen of Pentacles, this is about like grounding yourself and being like resourceful, taking good care of yourself, right? Nature and nurture, being really good with your finances, or knowing exactly how to make, extra money or do a side hustle. But it's in the challenge position, so it's almost like it's in the reverse. So you may have been having a hard time making extra money or making ends meet, or, finances have just been a bit tighter. Or you've been so busy, you've been having a hard time taking care of yourself. You've been like neglecting yourself because you've been, taking care of everything else that's going on in your life. Generous, practical, gracious, materialistic, the ability to make anything more beautiful. A love of family and home. Be practical about how you proceed. A love of art and beauty. A sensible approach. So, because it's in the challenge position, and maybe you've been having a hard time with this, or a hard time, dealing with, the earthly realm, your time, your energy, your finances, whatever, or yourself, you are going to start taking better care of those things, or your finances are going to start to improve, or you're going to be able to find a side hustle, that you love, to be able to make, have a little bit extra or whatever. Or you are just going to start eating better and taking better care of yourself, have a health regimen, or working out, or doing this exercise, or, running, because it is summer, right? So you are going to start improving here. Things are going to start improving. Yeah, you've been doing a lot. I can see that, right? You've been carrying a heavy load, or doing more of the heavy lifting, more than anyone else. At your job, at your home, your whole life revolves around doing more for others than for yourself, right? And you need to stop that. Stop that. Take the high road. Take a trip. Don't look back, right? Put all those wands down and just carry one for yourself. Sometimes it's okay to say no. Sometimes it's okay to have boundaries, because You can't keep giving and giving and giving your time, your energy, your effort, and your finances, or your money to others, and then you're depleting it from yourself. So put it down. Put all these heavy things, heavy burdens, everything that you're carrying for everyone else, put it down. Start looking after yourself, and do for you, and stop looking back. Stop looking back and stop wondering, am I doing the right thing? Yeah, you are. You don't want to be stuck in that. You don't want to be stuck in that past, or you don't want to be stuck with all these heavy burdens that don't belong to you, or the dramas that are other people's, that other people are trying to create in your life. No thanks. Just keep it over there. I've been hurt enough, right? Recent past. You may be getting over a painful loss or an illness. You're finally starting to heal. Healing from emotional or physical pain. Great sadness that will heal with time. Let go of the past. Personal growth that comes from challenges. Healing misunderstandings and being there for those in need. Yeah. Healing misunderstandings. We were just talking about misunderstandings, right? Why is Three of Swords there in the recent past for my Virgos? Thank you, Spirit. Wow, look, and you got another page taking a path. Like you got like two in a row. Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. This one is like starting on the path, but still looking back. Like, am I making the right decision? Am I making the right choice for myself? And this one's like, you know what? I'm just gonna, sorry if I'm shaky, you guys. I had some coffee a little while ago. This one's like, I'm flipping a coin and I'm just doing it. I'm just gonna flip a coin and see where the road takes me, right? What direction to go in. I'm gonna choose to walk away from this pain that was hurting me in the past. I'm choosing to move away from that. I'm choosing to focus on something that's better for me, right? For, a better, financial opportunity, or for growth for myself. I'm learning from past mistakes. I'm not going to do those things ever again, right? That hurt me. I'm planning a better future for myself. I'm learning how to balance my life, my things, instead of being overburdened, right? And carrying on too much. You're learning how to balance things, right? Your time, your energy, your emotions, everything. This is like the Temperance card. Blending the ideas of others with your own to create something extraordinary. So you could be integrating your life with someone else's. You could be moving in with someone could be moving in with you. There could be this perfect balance and harmony between you and others, right? Successful compromise, the power of diversity, self-control, patience, and balance. Yeah, you're learning to have more self-control. You're learning to control your emotions, to be more coherent, right? Oh, you got 2 and you got the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. So I do feel like the wheel is turning, and it's turning in your favor, right? Luck is finally on your side. Your future is looking clear and bright, right? You can finally see your future. Wow, you got 2 major arcanas here. 3 with the balance card. So not only did you get the Temperance card, you also got the Wheel of Fortune, right? The Wheel of Fortune, which is about your destiny and karma and good luck. And the High Priestess, following your intuition, discovering revelations, seeing how you want your future to be and manifesting that. Imagining that you already have those things that you want. That car, that job, making that money, right? That you already have those things. That it's just a normal thing. And once you see it and feel it, the wheel is going to start turning and it's going to start bringing that to you. So stay positive, stay focused, right? You are going to be celebrating by the end of the month. You're either going to be purchasing a new home, moving into a new neighborhood, something that's more balanced, that's vibrating at your high vibrational energy, right? Something that feels good and clear and clean. You could be invited to graduations, weddings, open houses, birthday parties. You could make some new friends there or meet your partner, soulmate, twin flame. They could be there. But this card is all about celebrations, right? It's about foundations, having support and gratitude, being around people of like mind. It's a happy home. Fun, beautiful gatherings. Being invited to all these different parties. And maybe even having so many invites that you're not sure which one you're going to go to because there's going to be so many. But people just want you there, right? Virgo is the life of the party. They lighten up any room they walk into. So much to celebrate. Send gratitude to the divine and the angels for the peace and prosperity coming to you. Peace and contentment in your personal life. I love that. What were we just saying? Peace and contentment. Oh my God. And more celebrating. I can't make this up, you guys. Look at that. Not only did you get the Four of Wands, but you also got the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is all about friendships and celebration, right? It's about abundance and gratitude. They're basically the same card, just like magnifying each other, right? So much to celebrate, so much love in the air. Making new friends, having a great time by the end of July, right? Oh my gosh, it's going to be such a beautiful month for you guys. I just know it. I see it. You know, things may start off a little bit slow in the beginning of the month and you'll be getting over, this emotional trauma that you've been through. You're going to be healing throughout this month. But by the end of the month, oh my gosh, you're going to feel amazing. Tears are rain nourishing the soul. Yeah, cry it out, my loves. You'll feel better. I do it in the shower, and I always feel better. Feel like my tears just wash down with the water into the drain, and I feel such relief and so much better afterwards. You are extremely powerful. You have the power to take control of your life, career, and finances. Focus on your needs. Look at that. Someone sitting on a throne. This is how it's starting out, and this is how it's ending. You are sitting on that throne. Look at that. Oh my gosh, my Virgos. Wow. So, so beautiful. So powerful. So magnetic. Ooh. Numerology. You got 999. Endings. Something's ending. Release. Balance, finances, success, wealth, cycles. What goes wrong comes around. Your current circumstances are ending, so you might take advantage of better ones. If you're experiencing a significant change or conclusion, viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters may be helpful. How can you make room for something new to emerge? Wow, you guys. 999 is complete endings, release, letting go, right? Cycles, transformations. You're going to be going through some major changes and major transformations and shifts this month. But by the end of the month, oh my God, you're going to be like that butterfly emerged from the chrysalis. Brand new, a brand new you, right? You may change your appearance and how you look, your wardrobe or your hair, your hairstyle. Something's going to be different about you guys. And it's going to show on the outside. All right, my loves, that was the end of your reading. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated. If it did, please hit that like button and then you can leave a comment. And if you leave a comment, I would love to respond. Or if you want to share with a loved one that needs to hear this message, I would love that. And if you're not a subscriber, you can be a subscriber. And then you can hit that little bell and it'll let you know when my next reading comes out for you. All right, my loves, thank you so very much. Until next time, love and light.